Hi everybody, good morning. I hope it is a good morning to you too, because it is a good morning to me. I am back to going to work in the office. I was working at home for 2 days. As you all know, I had a co-host, but again, her number one person in the whole world has come back, so now she doesn't care about me. Anyway, you guys, my name is Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwesiZulu bese sizala sokhuluma ngazo le ndaba esesifundile senzela labo abasuke bengenazo isikhathi sokufunda incwadi nalabo abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Guys, please make sure you are subscribed to Zulu Books with Ntando Mdletshe. Moving forward, we won't only be doing Zulu Books. We have so many plans for that channel, so just subscribe, because just so you don't miss out on the content. We also do watch ama-reality shows ethu alamzansi bese sizala sokhuluma ngalo ama-shows, senza ama-reviews, ama-recaps, bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga-any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama-shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. If it's your first time joining us, do not forget to press the subscribe button, but only if you like the content on this channel. If you are not sure yet, please watch as many videos on this channel and then make a decision. Do not forget to press the subscribe, the notification bell. And for those who want to be members of the channel, there's a join button. There's also a thanks button if you want to be channel. To all those who watch my adverts when they watch videos on this channel. Listen, you guys, before I do this full review of Umnagwetu, because we did watch Umnagwetu Izolo, and it was supposed to be a normal episode. You know, this was just another man that wants to take his side chick and introduce the side chick to his wife so that they can have another side chick, so they can focus on other side chicks, because that's what these men are doing, you know. So it was supposed to be a normal episode, but I had to while watching the episode, because guys, ignorance sometimes it's beyond me, and I don't understand how abantu bengayiboni sometimes. That man was there, like I said, uzo to tell his ingoduso yakhe le enye, because really it's not a wife, uvelile ekhaya ukuthi athathe another ngoduso, you know. You know, and but the guy uses a wheelchair, is a wheelchair user. He has a story, he got injured, but I will talk about that in details in the full review, you know. But it got to a point where Musa Mseleku felt the need to confirm if this guy is able to be intimate with these women. And also he felt the need to confirm if he is able to satisfy these women. Okay. And I didn't understand, you guys, why that had anything to do with anything, because we have watched Umnagwetu for a very long time. You know, this is season 3. None of these men are ever asked about their ability to be intimate with the women that they want to take as wives, or the women that they have as their wives. None of them are asked about how much they're able to satisfy them. None of them. And I don't understand why Musa Mseleku felt that this time it was appropriate for him to ask that question. Granted, you guys, that guy was very confident, and he was willing to answer any questions. But I can tell you that deep down, or when he watches the episode back, he's gonna feel some type of a way, because why do I need to confirm my ability to satisfy a woman? We are here, if the show is about a man wanting to take a second wife, or they're looking for love or whatever, he's just like any other man. Why is it that for him, just because he is using a wheelchair, he has to be asked those questions? Not only did Musa Mseleku ask the questions, but he went from the guy, but he also went and asked the women. Really, like Uptotabake, like, why does this man need to be asked about Uptotabake? Musa Mseleku made me feel like he's that person that would be surprised to know that there are professors at universities using wheelchairs. Like if you walked into a lecture hall and there were students sitting there in a lecture hall, and a professor was using a wheelchair, you'd be like, yo, really? Like, ngempela, you can teach these students. They are going to graduate. Ngempela, you guys, you have a teacher that, you know, you have a lecturer that uses a wheelchair. Really? He's really good. Like, I feel like that. Or a doctor, he'd be like, really? You really like operate on students while you use a wheelchair? It was like so unbelievable to watch. It was unbelievable to hear him ask the questions, but as well thinking about how much it goes into putting the effort to the episode together, because it's not like they just shoot the episode like in Tando's videos, when Tando just shoots a video, whether it's perfect or imperfect, she just uploads it. There's an editor, there's somebody that edits it, gets approved. Like, none of them saw anything wrong with him asking those questions, because they could have even edited that part out, because it's not appropriate for us to be watching that on TV. More than that, you guys, obviously they knew that this guy is coming to do the show, and he is a wheelchair user, and looking at his wheelchair, guys, it looks like one of those wheelchair where if somebody has an ability to use their upper body, like they do not have any disability on their upper body, they can use their arms. It looks like the kind of wheelchair where somebody will be able to wheel himself around. So in places where it's wheelchair friendly, he wouldn't necessarily need any help. But they were at a place where he actually required assistance to get around. How do you not book a place that is wheelchair friendly when the person that the episode is about uses a wheelchair? Like, why are you gonna be shooting a scene where there is a stay, even if it's just one stay? Why wouldn't you make an effort to book a place that is wheelchair friendly? And even in that place, because all of most places will say they are wheelchair friendly, but they're not 100% wheelchair friendly. In some areas they will be wheelchair friendly, in some areas they wouldn't. So why wouldn't you just make sure that wherever you are shooting your scene, the guy is going to be able to get there on his own, wheeling himself in a wheelchair? Why would you shoot at a place where a guy is gonna be requiring somebody to push him around to get to where you are shooting a scene? Like, why were they not prepared like that? Like, this is on national TV. Like, we are sitting having our suppers watching this show, and nobody has made enough effort to just make sure that this guy is accommodated. And also just the respect, their respect. Why are you asking this guy about his intimate life? Why is it relevant? If it's relevant in this episode, why is it not relevant when you're doing the episodes with the other guys? And how come nobody saw it as an inappropriate thing to put on this episode? Honestly, why was it okay for them to put it there? The ignorance is too much. Too much. I couldn't. I was so mad. Like, I was so mad watching that episode. I was so mad. And that guy, honestly, he took it so well. And I'm grateful that I had watched the episode Debuti no Pasta Pay, because they had done it and pointed it out. So by the time I watched, I knew that we were going to have somebody who is a wheelchair user coming to the show. So I sort of was prepared. But I thought maybe it's not as bad as they're saying it is, because Abakulumi Zulu, maybe the guy was speaking in Zulu, maybe Mseleku was speaking in Zulu, maybe they misunderstood a little bit, but it exactly was what they were pointing out. He said some really inappropriate things. I don't think that it should have made it to the episode. What made it worse also was how they didn't make an effort to make sure that the area where they were shooting was wheelchair friendly, so that just like any other guy that is coming to us for a second wife walks in there, sits down and does what they're doing, that guy also should have been able to walk in there like he normally does in areas where he is accommodated. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Guys, I always have to scream at these guys every time they come in the morning to work out here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Mpumegona. Tell me what you think about this issue, guys, because I've tried really honestly to think about it, and like maybe because I'm exposed to so much of issues that have to do with disabilities, and maybe I'm being overly sensitive, but even thinking about it, I feel like that was not something that Mseleku should have said Izolo on that episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Mpumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.